London College of Fashion is very much grounded in being led by industry and industry leading it, so we're being inspired both ways. So the course itself really mirrors the DNA of what the college is about, of working very closely with industry. The course itself is closely supported by the Centre for Sustainable Fashion, which is based at London College of Fashion, and Centre for Sustainable Fashion is working very closely both with industry, with government and with NGO organisations as well. So the links for the MA Fashion and Environment students with what's going on in industry and what's going on at levels internationally as well is a great asset. The whole area of fashion and environment has become a very hot topic, but we don't see it as being something that is just for the moment, for the next couple of years. It's something that is growing, and it's a new kind of philosophy in the way that we're looking at design. We're looking at new design frameworks, we're looking at the way that designers approach their discipline, so that they're looking at the ecological, cultural and social dimensions of what makes people want fashion and what fashion really means. So the background of people knowing that fashion is very much about identity, it's something that makes us feel good, hasn't gone away, but as part of that we really need to think about the other aspects of what being is, which is the world we live in, the people we are living with. So going forward, I think that the potential of this new kind of, this is a new knowledge economy really that we're creating, that's happening both through some universities and industry demanding it. So I think there's a great potential for graduates coming out of this course. The mindset of the course is really about how different people can come together and work collaboratively. The creative intelligence of a group of people and then being able to be confident enough to take that into their own disciplines is very much at the core of the way the course works. So we're looking for people who have a creative energy, whether it's in practical background or whether it's in a theoretical background, to really look across the fashion industry at how they can creatively make a difference. It's the first course of its kind, and it's really come about as a result both of a demand from students coming through and realising that they want to find out far more in depth about the issues. It's come from a demand from industry and also internationally. And what we hope to do really is to look at the possibilities of fashion. It's about the future of fashion. So the future of fashion inevitably has to look at the ecological, social and cultural impacts as well as the economical impacts of our business. And the course is really about creative possibilities, both from a practice-based point of view and a theoretical-based point of view. So we cover at the beginning, we look at new perspectives on fashion. So it's really about leaving behind all of the background that we have and the knowledge that we have, and actually thinking forward and visioning where we want fashion to be. Then we bring back in the skills and the abilities that the students bring with them, and then we marry the two together to really create something that's very specific to that particular individual. It's quite dynamic. We don't have a typical week. You don't do something every Wednesday or have a particular time when you do something very specific. It engages with a lot of the research departments, so we have a close contact with different researchers to work on their projects with them, which works both ways. It supports the research projects because they're getting the input from the dynamism of the MA students and the rigour of what's going on in research, and the specialism and the knowledge from researchers really feeds into the curriculum. The course is very closely tied into what's happening with research, and again the links through Centre for Sustainable Fashion, where we're working with research, we're working with curriculum and we're working with business support, means that there's a flow and a dialogue that is constant. We are blessed with having amazing researchers in this area. We have a reader in sustainable fashion, Dr. Kate Fletcher. We have Professor Helen Story, whose work is very high profile, and she's very closely connected to the course through industry as well. We also have Lucy Orter, whose work has influenced what's gone into the curriculum and vice versa, and Professor Sandy Black, whose recent book Eco Chic has been widely heralded as a milestone in this area. So all of those researchers are working very closely with curriculum. We're looking for students who have a visionary approach to fashion. We're looking for the ability to think as an interdisciplinary way of working. So any potential student who is interested in working collaboratively with other disciplines, That's quite interesting. We're looking for diversity amongst the cohort, because actually the mutual learning experience of the students on the course is just as important as the academics working with them. Currently, the dynamism between the different students on the course and the knowledge that they share between them is incredible. So it's the diversity is important.